welcome everyone. This is our first episode of a new series that we wanted to start out during this podcast. It's basically called Border Chat. My name is Augustine, and I'm joined here by my co-host. Introduce yourself.
Uh, yeah, I'm Ivan, and it's not border chats; it's border talks.
Oh
We
shit,
talked
I
about
forgot.
this 10 minutes before this, but it's cool. You can call it whatever you want.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're right. Let me just change the title. Give me 1 second. All right. It shouldn't take that long to be able to figure this out. Once I once I edit it on live of this episode, that's how we're gonna keep this stuff authentic. And look, there you go. Now it's officially all done. So
So, so we're live right now, right?
yeah, but now we're live.
Okay, so this is our podcast. We're quarantining right now, and we thought it was a perfect moment to start something new. We're both been on the internet forever. Personally, I watch a lot of podcasts, so I think it was cool to start with him, with Agustin, my friend here, because we have different views, and I think it'd be interesting to see what we talk about, how we argue about this. But yeah, pretty much we're gonna be doing podcasts. We said at least once a week. We don't know when we're gonna start posting them or anything like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, Agustin, I don't know. You can introduce yourself. Let's introduce each other so
See.
the people get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll start off first. So yeah, my full name is Agustin Contreras. I was originally born in Long Beach, California, but my family moved to San Luis, Arizona back in 2005. So I've been basically living in Arizona since I was very little. I grew up in that small area. Basically, just worked and went to elementary school, middle school, and high school for most of me. Then eventually, I moved to the city, Phoenix, Arizona, for college, and I've been going to college now. I finished my third year of school, and I'm on my last year. So now, like, with this whole pandemic going on, like, we were inspired to just like start something, a new project, basically. We wanted to just like say, hey, let's do something for the summer. Try to get something going because I mean we're all cooped up in here. I know at the time we're recording this, like a lot of different states are like reopening up. Arizona's one of them. It's reopening up this um, upcoming Friday as of today, because today's the 10th of May.
Oh wait. Let me stop you there for a second.
What's up?
Happy Mother's Day. We're recording on Sunday,
Oh
Mother's Day.
shit! Oh crap! I forgot. It's
Yeah,
Mother's
I
Day
don't mean
today.
to like time ourselves or anything, but yeah, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah,
You
Happy
guys know
Mother's
when we're
Day.
recording,
Yeah,
so
of
yeah, I'm
course.
sorry.
Happy Mother's
You can
Day
go.
to all the beloved mothers. Shout out to my mother specifically because I love her so much and I got to spend a good time with her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shout out my mom. I hate her, so
Oh,
we're good with that. I'm
I,
just playing. I already called her before this. So yeah,
I,
Happy Mother's Day to everyone,
I,
or not everyone, but the mothers. Any mothers like are listening or anything.
I saw mine this morning before she left because she had to drive back home for 3 hours. She came up to visit. It was a pretty nice day, but she wanted to just get back because she works tomorrow. So she says like, "Oh, I'll just come for the weekend and then chill out." But yeah, for everyone that's out there, celebrate your mothers. I know we can't really do much considering we can't really go out, but there's always good takeout spots. There's gift cards. You could always get them a drink or flowers. I mean, you could even buy
Yep,
flowers still. There's
definitely. I agree. Even a phone call. If you're far away, even a phone call, just call them and just
honestly,
say Happy Mother's Day. That the least you could do.
yeah.
But yeah, you were introducing yourself. Sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, don't worry, Ivan. That's all good. But yeah, so I'm up here in college, wanted to do this project. Ivan and I teamed up because we've both been friends for a while. So we've been playing games together, going on trips together, gotten to know each other a bit better, and basically just said, hey, let's do something. Like, let's get something started. And I'm going to pass it on to you, Ivan. What do you want to say?
So first of all, I'm gonna introduce myself like you did. My name is Ivan Moreno. Middle name Jesus. If you're interested, I was born in Mexico, so my mom and dad are Mexican, so I'm fully Mexican. But I was brought here in like an early age. Like I think I only did maybe preschool, not even that. Probably like daycare in Mexico, so it wasn't really like I didn't learn anything back there. So I started over here. We're both from the same town. Like Agustin was born in California, like he told you. I was born in Mexico, San Luis, Arizona. If you're interested, um, and we're both from the same school, same town, pretty small town, probably around population. What do you say, 30,000 people?
I'd say around 40,000 at this time.
40, yeah. And so basically, we all knew about each other like during school. There's like four elementaries we went. I didn't go to. The crazy thing is we didn't like we went to the same high school. I don't. Did you go to the same middle school?
I
No,
went
right?
to Southwest Junior High.
Oh, so we went to the same middle school. I didn't even talk to Agustin back then. We went to the same high school too, and we never talked to each other in high school. I knew who he was, obviously, but we just had different friend groups at the time. We just didn't talk to each other, and we became pretty close in the past. I would say the past 4 years or so.
Hmm.
When Agustin moved to college, I moved to college too. I'm not in the same place Agustin's in. I'm in Tucson right now, and but yeah, pretty much I've been watching podcasts since I started college over here. Um, I don't know. That's it. Pretty much, there's nothing too interesting about me. Um, I don't know. You can take it, Agustin. That's my introduction for myself.
That's good. The one thing to note is that the way we met is because we had a general group of friends that would just talk to each other, and they kind of just basically united all of us because we have this like d- decent group of friends that basically like to do stuff together, like go out, hang out, drink together, do all sorts of fun stuff, and that kind of just led us to me and Ivan bonding more because we got along because we like tech, we like random articles, we like reading up on the most like interesting things to know, like and the fact that he's also into all this like computer based stuff because obviously compared to me his setup is way better. You guys can tell by the quality of this, like I'm really running this off a pretty
Yeah,
older
but
iPhone and like
my setup is nice, but Agustin's the tech here. He works at IT, so you
I,
know
I can
it's
figure it
like
out.
I'm compensating for not having skills as he has. Like I have the nice like gaming stuff and stuff like and everything, but it's just compensating for the lack of skill there.
I figured out because like a lot of like the people I work with in my job because I'm an IT technician, so I basically troubleshoot computers for businesses all across Phoenix, and basically I've seen people where they have like the most best setups and like amazing quality hardware, but like half of them can't even figure out what the point is, and sometimes like I run on like the most like not saying cheap hardware, but like really old stuff. Like I could have like an old monitor, an old microphone, and like basically equipment that's like outdated, and I still make it work. While people with the latest and greatest don't really do well with it. I'm not saying Ivan is one of them. Ivan's actually smarter than 90% of the people I work with. I'd probably give him
Yeah,
99% just
I
because
try. I try.
the only thing that separates him from the others is that the others are ridiculously paid a lot of money, which I'm not going to discuss, go into detail about that, but my opinion is very dilated with that. But yeah, I've been working in IT for a couple years since basically high school, from basic stuff to honestly working my way up to Phoenix and just working as a part-time technician. It's
Yeah.
fun. It has its ups and downs, but I make it work.
So yeah, like Agustin said, we bonded like closer to each other because of technology. We're both into gaming. He likes computers. I recently built my computer and I show him my stuff. So we talk about tech and all this stuff that like that's what we like. Um, we also talk about YouTubers, which we watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know. We're not gonna go into that right now. That's for
Mm-hmm.
another podcast. We'll talk about our favorite YouTubers and stuff. That's a good topic for
Yeah.
another day. So basically, this podcast we're just introducing ourselves to you guys. Anyone listening, if no one's listening, I don't mind. This is pretty fun so far. Um, but yeah, this podcast we're gonna talk about mostly anything. Honestly, anything that's interesting during the day, any experiences we had, any trending topics. And I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the screen. Sorry. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you guys want me to look at the camera. So, but I'm looking at the screen because I'm looking at Agustin right now.
Yeah.
This is just a temporary setup since we can't really be close to each other. We also live like an hour and a half from each other's, but once we get this starting, I could go to him and record next
Mm-hmm.
to each other, whatever. If you guys like the setup, you can continue the setup. This
Yeah.
works. Um, but yeah, this is temporary. We're gonna talk about
This is
anything,
our
but this
version
podcast.
of quarantine. So like we're trying to like do social distancing because like apparently a lot of people, not gonna go too weird, but in the United States
Don't go into it yet. We'll talk about it next
seems to
time.
be failing at the current rate. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So if you guys like want us to talk about anything, if anyone's listening, just comment below if you like the setup, what we can improve in. Definitely, I like
Mhm.
constructive criticism is always welcome. If you want to say anything bad about us, so you can say that too. I don't mind.
I mean, I'll just
Um,
block your comments, so it's all good. Just kidding.
yeah, I mean it's whatever.
But yeah,
I'm done with my part. You can talk.
but
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I just went off.
Yeah, as a just introduction, we basically the whole point of the idea like of border talk is since we both grew up on the border,
Oh
um,
yeah, that's a good
so that was like what got
explain it. Yeah,
us.
explain it. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
good.
got us kind of inspired to take the title. Let me just show you right now. So, obviously, I'm in incognito mode because I don't want to be traced anymore. But basically, Ivan, this is the United States, as much of you know. So, Ivan and I basically grew up and were raised in this small area. I'm zooming in because it's actually not on the map, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. So, when I mentioned that it's border town, we legit mean it's a border town. And yes, that's the
Like,
prison right there. But
you can just walk across the border,
so yeah,
drive
basically,
across the border.
if I had to put a dot right here where I live, this is roughly where I lived, and from the distance between that dot to the border would be roughly at best like 7 miles, and that just basically means it's a walk away. A lot of people take this route over here. Not sure if you can see it. It's basically this yellow road, and then you cross through here through this port of entry, and you go into the town. And our daily life consists of people coming in and out of the city. So, like, people come over here, work a while, and then come back, buy their
Yep.
stuff. That's pretty
Yeah,
normal
we
here. I grew up in the main part of the
fields.
state,
A lot
so
of field workers. That's what mostly San Luis and the connecting city, Yuma's like bunch of fields, like lettuce fields, broccoli, anything you can think of. It's mostly like field work over there, agricultural work. But yeah, our town's been it's so small. Like the most exciting thing that happened is probably when Walmart was built. Like that's like if you're bored at night, right now you can't because they close at 8:30, I think. But
yeah.
you're just bored at night. And you're like, you know what? Let's go to Walmart and just go to Walmart, and that's pretty much everything there is to do
Hmm.
there. Yuma is the closest big city. It's like 25 minutes, 30-minute drive.
Here's for
So
reference. Let me just
yeah,
show
I
you.
was thinking to show you that. I'll just keep talking. So if you're like when we were in high school, we would just go to Yuma, like go eat in Yuma, hang out in Yuma, because there's not much stuff to do in San Luis apart from just hanging out and just I guess driving around. But yeah, Yuma's the closest city that has everything. That has a theater. That has everything you want. But yeah, pretty much San Luis is tiny compared to where I'm at right now, Tucson, and definitely I was seeing it's in Tempe, Phoenix area.
Hmm.
So it's like one of the biggest cities out there. So
So,
it's quite the change coming from a small town to like a big city like this. Like it's for me it was like it was way different. But I don't know, Agustin, how was your experience like from moving to from? I guess you were born in California, so that's pretty huge. But I don't know, what was your experience like moving from a small town like San Luis and then going to like you guys are very specific with your how you name your city, Tempe. You're in Tempe. I would just call everything Phoenix, but yeah, Tempe. What was your experience?
My experience moving from San Luis to basically a bigger city would have to be just the fact that there was always more stuff to do. San Luis was a nice city, like it was a small, calm Dane. So
Yeah,
obviously,
definitely. It's very calm and yeah, I'm not trying to trash the city. I actually love going back. It's so calm. Like the fields are nice. Everything's nice. It's really safe too. Like you would think, because it's right next to the border, like you would think that there would be a high crime rate, but no, it's very nice. Like you never hear anything, and when there is something, everyone knows about it. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
so basically, yeah, San Luis is such a small town. Like people legit only use it for mainly just sleeping in and going back to the Mexican side. Mexico has like a bigger city. There's a lot more people, a lot more stuff to do. But a lot of the people go there. Like if you're young, you go to the high school, graduate, and you can either start working immediately, like into the agricultural force as like a laborer, or you can just like go to a higher education. A majority of the kids from our local high school, if you like don't want to like go to full time university, you just go to like the community college, which isn't bad. It's just like 2 years. You do your usual, get like a decent gig there, and you set yourself up. But the few that go up and like travel to different cities, for me it was like kind of like a big jump because I basically went from like urban life that you can walk to everything to like a big city where I have to use a freeway, traffic sucks, and
Yeah, definitely. The traffic is way different. Like even here in Tucson is like it's pretty bad, and I imagine in where you're at, it's like horrible because it's much bigger than Tucson.
as of right now, it's not that bad because of the quarantine.
Yeah, so right
But
now, yeah, so right now it's you can just go anywhere you want right now without traffic.
Rush hour for me is like a dream, honestly. Like I could just wake up at 7, get my stuff done, and I could drive around without being stuck there for a goddamn hour because it is
Yeah.
such annoying to have to wake up. For me, like since I was barely entering, like in more of an independent life that my parents weren't driving me in, and having
Mhm.
to drive myself to stuff as much as like yeah, this is a disclaimer, but if you love driving, you'll like driving. But if you hate traffic and having to deal with commute times, you will not like
Yeah.
city life
Like
as much.
like me personally, I love driving. I love driving like from when I go to from Tucson to San Luis, but I hate traffic. It's like even if it's like takes me 10 minutes more than it would it should have, I hate it, dude. It's like when I used to work at Amazon as a driver. Recently, I just left it. I was bored with it. It was just annoying, you know. Like I didn't want to be there, so I saved some money up and just I have money right now to be good for a while. So yeah, usually when there was no traffic when this whole thing started, because I started working like in November, October, and when this whole thing started, like it would take me like 40 minutes to get to work, and when the whole pandemic started, like it would take me like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, I hate traffic, dude. Even if it's like very minimal here in Tucson compared to you, I couldn't. Yeah, it's one of my like pet peeves. Like from being in a bigger city, the traffic.
And I tend to say like I like Tucson a lot better just because it seems it's not as developed as I could say as Phoenix, where there's like
Definitely, yeah. It's not
okay,
developed.
okay, no, okay, I misspoke. I meant in the sense that
No,
it's
yeah, I agree with you.
it's basically
Uh,
like more urban than like your typical border city rural region, but
Yeah,
it's not as big as like Phoenix because first of all, Phoenix is the capital of Arizona, just in case somebody didn't know, and Tucson is basically like the second to largest town in Arizona. You could technically argue that Flagstaff is up there, but Tucson's a lot more bigger. Um, Quick fun fact: it's because those were the original cities when Arizona first became a state. But going back
Tucson
to
and Flagstaff.
yeah, oh no,
Yeah.
Tucson and Phoenix.
Oh, Tucson and Phoenix.
So those both cities were like there at the beginning, and one I think the history that goes is that when both cities were like competing for each other, the state government said, okay, one of you can have the university, which is like back in the like, early U.S. history, they were trying to like pass land grant universities all around the country just to promote higher education. And in Arizona, there was like a raffle saying, okay, who wants the capital and who wants the university? You can't
Mhm.
have either or you
Yeah.
can't have both at the same time. So I think Phoenix won that auction and they got the capital, and Tucson got with the university. And
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, that's basically how the both cities are the reason they're like the biggest ones so far. Um,
Yeah.
our going back to our hometown Yuma. Yuma, the reason it's big is because it has like a huge military influence there. A lot
That's
of people work there
sorry
as
for cutting you off, but
soldiers.
it's not our hometown. It's just the biggest city close to us, like
Hmm.
hometown San Luis. But yeah,
Yeah, it's because if you look into the counties of Arizona, they don't include San Luis. They make it
yeah,
part of Yuma. So
hmm
for me, force of habit, I just say Yuma instead of San Luis. But
yeah.
I do mean San
Oh, that's
Luis.
cool. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I know we're. I just noticed we're going all over the place with our topics and stuff, but this is our first episode, and we're getting the hang of it. I say we're doing pretty good. We're not struggling. Um, yeah, we're gonna try to be a little bit more structured with the topics, so
Yeah,
it's not all over the place. Because I'm trying to like I'm hearing us talk, and we're just going all over the place, which is cool. It's just our first
it's
podcast.
the synergy, like we keep everything like fluent. There's no stuttering.
Yeah, but no, but even when we're like hanging out as friends, we go all over the place too. Like
Hmm.
it's all over the place. Like that's what we're used to. But I think over the time we're gonna develop like we're gonna know how to stay on topic more.
Hmm.
Which is I think that's our problem right now. We're just going all over the place. It's kind of confusing.
Hmm.
Like we're talking to them like they kind of know us. With I mean that's cool with me. Like it's more personal, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
get all the rusty parts out. We gotta like tone it out. Right now it's just me trying to like speak out, trying to make up random facts and just talk about anything really.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like a podcast is mainly. Just like first introduction might be a little rusty, but as we get time, it'll get better and better.
No, definitely. As we go on with this, we'll get good. It's just with time,
Okay.
like we'll know what to talk about and stuff.
So what should be our next topic, Ivan?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
So we might also have technical issues, but for right now, it's looking like it's good, right?
yeah.
Have you had any issues?
Nothing so far. I mean, with all the stuff
No.
we've done, it's been working crystal clear.
Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Do you want to say anything else? Do you think this is a good length? Also, for lengths, before I let you talk, we're thinking maybe like under an hour, maybe like 40 minutes.
Hmm.
Um, but definitely we're talking and it's more than 40 minutes. We'll just go with the flow. We're not too strict on time, but
Hmm.
definitely under an hour, so it's a little bit easier to watch and listen to. So
Yeah,
yeah, you can go, Agustin.
we're not as professional as Joe Rogan, who can do 3 hours to like lengthy, but we're gonna work our way to like at least
Hey,
equivalent to that
maybe one day we will do 3 hours for something. I don't know.
for
We're
like
just bored and do 3 hours.
maybe just a straight up topic about this, like the smallest idea that we make up, and it becomes like this huge debate, and we'll have like a
Yeah,
bunch of
maybe.
our friends just on it, just talking, just so we
Oh
can make
yeah,
some
that's true.
work.
That's true. Yeah, definitely. We can bring on our friends, anyone.
Hmm.
We can bring out random people if you want. I don't mind. Like it'd be kind of funny because we get to know them and stuff. But yeah, we'll bring on people. We're gonna talk about anything, honestly. Even controversial stuff. I don't mind getting into it. Like we'll give our opinion, and it's obviously our opinion. So don't get mad. It's not facts. We're not speaking facts. It's gonna be our opinion. And yeah, we're gonna talk about anything. To be honest.
Yeah, and then we will speak what we think is like, what we believe in, and our opinions are all obviously just an opinion. So if anyone just wants to chime in, you guys can leave a comment down below and see what you guys think of. We'll even ask a question around the subject just so you guys can like interact with us, and we'll get back to you at a later time.
Hmm.
And we'll be
Yeah,
going through different topics throughout the series. So like we'll have like random things to talk about.
yeah. They might be. We might one episode might be just focused on the topic or talk about multiple things. We haven't figured it out yet.
Mm.
We're gonna upload this on YouTube, and are you thinking like anything else like Spotify and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking. What to
Well, the
put
way
it.
we're gonna publish this is we're gonna mainly put it on Spotify, SoundCloud, and hopefully on iTunes. I still
Yeah.
don't.
So those ones are gonna be audio only, and the YouTube one's gonna be the video.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's just gonna be strictly video, and we could do all sorts of cooler stuff. That's why I like we're not really talking much about me interacting with the window as much, because like I don't want to give too much like important details to where you just don't know what we're talking about because you're not seeing our video.
Yeah.
So we'll try to
Yeah.
keep it more like audio friendly, so for
So
everyone who
yes.
just listens to it.
Yeah, because when I watch or listen to podcasts, when they start talking about something completely random and like you don't even know what they're talking about, like you see the video, like you can listen to Joe's podcast, Joe Rogan's podcast, like on I listen to it on Play Music, but you can also watch the video. And I think it's kind of hard. Just you want to try to keep it audio only because podcast is only audio. So we're not gonna go too much into the video stuff, but we do have an option to, because Agustin set it up perfectly actually, so you can see his window and
Mhm.
any topic we want to talk about, and yeah,
But
that's cool. So
also, another disclaimer, this logo that you see right now is just a placeholder. It is not the official logo in any
yeah,
way. There's one being made in the works, but we'll probably have it figured it out by like hopefully the next episode
yeah,
or
for sure. The
in
next
the
episode,
upcoming.
yeah, I'm working on it. So
This was just
I
a
need to start it.
crappy.
I'm not yeah, I'm not. I haven't even started on it. I'm gonna work on it. So I'm not gonna say I'm working on it. I'm gonna start working on it. Yeah.
So yeah, this was just like some crappy text document I pulled up, and I said, "All right, let's just make it work." All right.
It works for right now for the
Yeah,
first episode.
but
It
don't
doesn't
worry.
have to be too
We're gonna
professional.
we're gonna try to improve the quality over time, just so you guys
Oh,
know.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
But and something else is, honestly, dog, like I really wish like things would just open up now. Like as much as I'm like a type of person to want to actually like keep inside and keep everyone like safe, I'm just like
Yeah.
it's been like over 2 months. It's so weird being cooped up in here. Like I feel like I'm getting claustrophobic in some ways. It's like
Yeah,
wow.
like this video chat is actually pretty nice because we don't even like see each other and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's a good like it's a good what's it called, fresh of
Reality.
what's it called? Yeah, I guess yeah, like because we're gonna lose our social skills. Like as soon as we go back, we're gonna be like we okay. I'm gonna tell you guys we've hang out like during this social distancing stuff, but we know we don't have it. So like so like it's good like what's it called? like yeah, like some people are like when they go back to see their friends, it's gonna be awkward because they're gonna be like, oh, so what do we talk about now? Like I don't know. So this is a good way to like keep the social skills up there, you know. So when everything returns back to normal.
Yeah, because there's a. I mean, I've seen a lot of people just talk out of their heads and they seem to think they're social, but some of them are incapable of. I'll let you guys decide on what I was referring to that. I'll keep it ambiguous. But yeah, like having to be cooped up in here. I mean, I still work from home, which is grateful because at least have some sort of steady
Yeah,
activity
that's
going on.
nice.
My hours have been cut, which it was a little surprising, but I managed to budget it out, and I'm in good condition. Um, Things have been really slow. Almost nothing is moving. I've seen a lot of more people go out, which is the irony, because like a lot of people used to not walk and go for runs, and
Yeah,
they
that's true.
take their bikes. And I've seen like every morning when I wake up, even if I'm not even gonna do anything, I just go outside. I see more people walking their dogs than ever. And my
Yeah.
neighborhood was never like this. I could tell you with 100% credibility that it was never like this. I don't know what the human nature is of like, hey, don't do this, and humans just decide to do the
Yeah,
exact
they do the
opposite.
opposite. I'm like that usually. If you tell me no, you should try to do the opposite. But yeah, like me too in my neighborhood here, I have the little court, basketball court, and it's a little park. And I used to be able to go at any time. Like if I want to, I was like, oh, it's 6, I'll go there, and the hoop was open, the
Mm.
park was open. But this past 2 months, like I need to go and like move the people out of the way because there's it's like packed. People are like playing hockey in the basketball court because I mean they just want to be outside, and I can't blame them. If they're there, I don't kick them out. I just go on my bike or do something else. But yeah, it's interesting seeing everyone walking out. It's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like you see the actual people that live around you, which is kind of cool.
I would tend to say that it's mainly just because of the lack of things to do. People, instead of like, you can go out to eat, you literally just go exercise. Like, it's not like, I mean, they recommended you can exercise and keep up with your daily activity, but they told you to just make sure you're doing social distancing. It's
Yep.
been done, obviously not in the U.S. It's been a little bit more fluctuating, I guess you can say,
Mm,
because I think as of like we're still the number one in cases and everything else. That's pretty sad, considering that, I mean, we live in the United States and we're considered to be like somewhat of a competent country, but things are
yeah.
going a little haywire. But well, brighter days are brighter days. We'll get through this together. I just know that.
hmm So yeah, like we were saying, this is our introduction podcast. We're not gonna go too deep into stuff like that. I guess in the next podcast we'll go deeper into this topic. But I don't know how long has this been going, this team?
We're right now at 27 minutes. How's that?
27. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's felt like 5 minutes, honestly. But like this is our introduction. I don't know. I think it's a good amount if you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, I'm good. We just wanted to give
Yeah.
you guys a quick intro to what we're going to be doing. If you guys are interested, feel free to subscribe to us. We appreciate the support. If you guys want to help us in any way, just comment, criticize, give us feedback. We appreciate any type of support. We're just basically wanting to like get this project started because the key to getting to something is to start it and then keep
Is to
doing
do
it.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. We've been trying to do it actually for not too long, maybe like 2 weeks, maybe
Hmm.
3 weeks.
It
I don't
started.
remember when you told me
It started because
because
I bought a mic and then I said, "Hey, let's
yeah,
do it." That's how it started for me.
yeah, he was like, "Oh, I want to do a podcast," and I was like, "You know what? I'll do it with you. Like, I don't mind. I
Yeah.
like talking to Agustin." So it started because of that, and I was like, the faster we get it done, it's gonna be easier in the long run if we want to actually do this for a while.
Of course.
Like, if you want to do something, what I learned, if you want to do something, just do it. And like right now, we basically got the first episode out of the way, so that's nice, right?
Yeah.
Like, like it feels good. Like I feel like we've been talking for like 5 minutes, and it's almost 30 minutes.
It's
So
that pressure of like when you do a presentation, you can't you time yourself and you feel it's such slower than you think.
yeah, but I don't feel that much pressure actually, because I feel like I'm just talking to you like normally. So
I don't feel
just
that
the
pressure.
the light here and the camera over here,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. But since I'm not looking at it, it doesn't feel too weird because I feel like I'm talking to you.
Hmm.
So yeah, like Agustin said, just if you enjoy it, just share it, whatever you want to do, honestly.
Of course.
Oh, okay, so I think we're gonna wrap it up, right? This is
Yeah.
the first episode.
I think that's good
Yeah.
enough for us today. I hope you guys are satisfied with that, and we appreciate you guys chiming in on us. Giving us a chance to hear. I really like that.
Yep, and I think we did pretty good, Agustin. I think
Yeah.
this is pretty good for our
Yeah.
first episode. I think it's good. It's gonna be
Of
fine.
course. But
We'll
anyway,
get better without time.
just to
With
wrap it up, thank you guys for watching. My name is Augustine.
My name's Ivan, and we're gonna wrap it up right here.
Of course, thank you so much. Catch you around.